Welcome everyone to another spray art video. This one I'm going to start off by showing you all the tools and all the stuff that I'm going to use so you can try this painting for yourself. First of all, we've got 300 GSM white gloss paper. I'm going to lay out some of the stencils we're going to use, which is just a bunch of plastic lids of various sizes. We're also going to be using a little foam brush with a sharp pointed tip. Stay tuned to the end of the video to see how we use this. And most importantly, our mask. Don't forget the mask when you're spray painting, never more important than it is at the moment. Always wear your mask. I'm going to use some black gloss paint, and we're going to use some white gloss paint, and I'll show you the rest of the colours in a minute. Also going to be using a medium-sized palette knife. Please take a moment to subscribe and hit the bell so you get notifications. And please follow me on Instagram and leave a like on Facebook. And here's some of the colours we're going to be using. This is red, but it's called ketchup. We've got a baby blue, we've got a darker red, a navy blue, flame blue, that's a good one. We've got cyan, we have fire red, and last we've got mallet, something light, a kind of aqua colour. I'll probably botch the name of that one. And I'll link to where you can buy these paints in the description below. Alright, so we're just going to lay out our stencils where we want each planet to go. Big planet, small planet, medium-sized planet. And what we're going to do is spray around the outside of these and then lift these off so we can paint underneath. Please drop me a thumbs up if you enjoy this video. This is me spraying a base layer with the flame blue. I'm just going to put it around anywhere we want at this point in time. We're going to go over it with some red. Fire red. Alright, so to get some textured effect on the planet, I'm going to use a clear plastic bag. Put my hand inside the bag and I'm just going to lightly touch it along the planet, and I'm going to scratch my nails where I want some lines to go. Look at that, see that? See that effect that it's had? Just go over any bits you want to go over again to get the effect that you want. Alright, so now we're adding in some black paint. This is going to give the planet a three-dimensional effect. When you're putting in the black paint, it's important to do it in a curve and just add some layers on lightly. Take your time with it and not to overspray the colours that you've already painted. Painted? I've also just added in a little bit of white, and that's going to come from our light source, which is going to be a star that we're going to add right at the end. Alright, so the only difference with this planet is I'm using a scrunched up piece of gloss paper as opposed to the plastic bag. Same technique though, just rubbing your fingers across it lightly, it'll just leave a slightly different texture than the plastic bag will. Alright, now we're done with the planets. We put the stencils back on top and weigh them down. I'm going to spray round all the planets with black and put some dark and light blues in for some highlights. We're also going to cover the whole thing in stars. Alright, so now we're going to flick on the stars, and to do this I just spray some white paint onto my finger, flick the excess off, and then just flick the stars on from about a foot or two away. Now we're ready to reveal the planets. Let's go. There's one. There is two. And there's number 3. You can see the difference, number 3 with the black outline on the right hand side. I'm just going to touch up a couple of bits on this big one I didn't like before we remove the stencil. And there we are, number 4 is there. Nice! That's looking good. You can see the effect that the red's had. It looks as if there's a star behind it just shining through. Just going to add in some black here to make sure it blends in with the space in the background. Remember that sponge foam brush that we saw at the start with the pointy tip? Well, here it is. Just going to use some black paint, and we're going to paint in some mountains, some space mountains with big spiky tops. Who knows who lives in these? Could be anything. Alien races. Definitely one for Mulder and Scully to investigate. Here's where the palette knife comes in. I'm just going to scrape away some of the black paint to put some highlights onto the mountains. Alright, so now we're going to spray in the foreground. This is just going to be mountains in front of the ones that we've done there. We're going to give it some land first. I'm going to spray in some of the dark red, and we're going to cover it in black, and we're going to use some plastic bag to give it some texture effect. No, we're not. We're going to be using some gloss paper. My fault. So we're just putting on that texture. Same technique with the gloss crunched up paper. And I use the palette knife to scratch in some highlights and give it some detail. Okay, see the two light sources in the big planet and the medium one? That's where it comes from. Let's make that star a little bit bigger. It's quite small, let's go for another one. Fire! There we go. And I think with that, we're going to call this one done. So we're going to cover it in clear coat, like I always do, up and down, left to right. Please comment below if you think of a good title for this painting. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button, leave a like, and hit that bell so you can get notifications. Also, please feel free to share with your friends and family. There'll be lots more videos like this to come. My next video is going to be another space one, but it will show you how to put planets in front of each other and make it look more three-dimensional. So please stay tuned for that. That'll be out next Wednesday. Thank you very much for watching. This is SprayArtGuy signing out.